Lighter fluid, tennis ball, tennis racket, right? Dad, that was you. Oh, right. I was a wild child. I was 6 when you did it. Okay, Amanda, I wasn't aiming for the police station. It just happened that there was a police station in the vicinity of where I wanted to hit a flaming tennis ball. Ugh. Yeah, I remember you explaining that to the police. They didn't believe me either. What's your deal? Me? I'm a ghost fee. I haunt the hollowed halls of Jim and Kim's, waiting for my beloved to return from sea. Really? No. Homegirl just loves to drink. So what else can you tell me about this part of town? It's quiet, that's for sure. If you want an idyllic little life with white picket fences, this is the place to do it, but every town has its secrets, you know. She takes a sip of her drink. That was a little too ominous for my taste. She leans closer. Would you like to learn some of my secrets? Oh boy. Maybe some other time? Come on. Suit yourself, sailor. You know what? We're gonna start off where we don't follow him home, so I'm just gonna get through this part, and then we'll come back. Oh yeah. We won't compliment his hand tattoo, but now I'm just like, what is the better option? The jacket? I'm gonna say his jacket. I like your jacket. Thanks. Been in my family a long time, passed down from firstborn to firstborn. Curse, some would say. And this guy is mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? Running from my problems. The usual. I like your style. He gets up. Be right back, got a powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative, he must like you. Ha, I guess so. Gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. Gonna go home, you heading my way? No thank you. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-up by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys.
V, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right?
Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order, at least.
That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def.
Oh boy.
V, have you met Bobert yet?
Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again.
We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one, even caught her first fish.
It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside making art. She won a local competition for the art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you get Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid, met him in my army days, comes from Kansas. They built him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quickly. Pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6 foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. I don't know about that, Bobert. Ryan and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river, and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Wait, he's dead? Wait, is he dead? Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. What is wrong with you? Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghost, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you must have to eat me or prepared. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you.
You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Bobert. Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers?
Yeah. Amanda and I love that show.
It's the best, especially that episode where Calum hides Flint's keys and
Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I don't watch a lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries.
I've been in wars, you know.
Alright, Daisy. I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over Daisy. It's a game. We're playing pretend, is what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Yes. Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? Alright. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids.
Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly.
I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids.
That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age.
It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really?
She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence.
There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. My feral little child.
Kids, right?
Gotta love them. You're required to by law.
I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them.
They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. I guess.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas.
No thanks. I'm gonna go eat burger. Where is my... I'm too scared to click because I don't know where my mouse is. You and Daisy seem like you were having a way better time than I was. Because we were. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbuck. I'm gonna throw a party. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight, and you may just have to wait in line. Nah. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in, no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun. Robert Small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it... Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you on a deserted island, what would it be? Gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? Grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about. You ever really look into a rabbit animal's eyes? Robert was pretty nice, I guess. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbuck. Hey Bobert, good seeing you at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. I'm gonna go watch cat videos. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Bobert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Bobert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. Food. Ooh, Meat Hell is on.
You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding.
Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Astrofeld to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich. Microwave some eggs. Mustard. I'm making a sandwich. What is wrong with you? I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The Standwich. A lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. Oh, my sandwich! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is so good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. That's disgusting. If it was like I dropped it and it was still intact, I would be like, okay, 5-second rule. But the wet ingredients touching the floor is absolutely disgusting. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on. Come on and slam! And welcome to the gym! I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up the 3-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forget the rest of the words to the song. Real. No look behind the back, hook shot, everyone's on their feet. So, something Space Jam. Dad? I turn around to see Amanda standing in the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey Amanda Panda, you alright? Wait, you were home this entire time?
I'm fine.
What are you doing? I, found the hoop, and I'm taking it to the hole. Pass me the rock. Put up a brick, Granny toss that apple, laser the ball to Amanda. I just beam her! I lead the league in blocks, set the record for rebounds in my rookie year. Think you can handle this? It's a rebound. Oh, when someone misses a shot and the other players try to retrieve it, that's a...
Yeah.
Just kidding. Amanda zigzags past me and tips a layup into the hoop. Art of war, bitches. Amanda, language. Sun Tzu didn't care about language. I would agree that Sun Tzu cared very much about language, so once you write something as timeless as the art of war, I would argue that Sun Tzu cared very much about language, so once you write something as timeless as the art of war, then you're allowed to swear. Amanda sticks out her tongue and dunks for another 2 points. Seriously though, are you okay? You look like you've been crying. Oh dude, I'm cool. Just saw like this really cute dog on the way home and it let me pet its belly. I couldn't contain my emotions. Tell me more about this dog. Gladly. She was a little French bulldog named Jacqueline, and her tongue was permanently stuck out of her mouth. She has a little sweater on. Wow, I probably also would have cried if I got a pet her. She was so excited for tummy rubs. Oh no, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. Oh, okay, just making sure. Maybe you should be less concerned with my face and more concerned with full court press. Amanda and I play ball for a little longer, then we cooked dinner together. We managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament.
What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar dummy glaze. with cream frog, of course.
This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just send my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Bobert.
You up? What are you doing?
What does that mean? What are you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling.
I'm just chilling. I'm watching TV with my daughter. Just working on my motorcycle that I have.
I type back, just chillin'. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple of moments pass by, another message pops up.
Yeah.
Wanna grab a drink?
Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kinda late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living, with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you?
Ugh, fine.
I type back a message to Bobert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet at Jim and Kim's.
Well, don't wait up for me.
I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Bobert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey buddy.
Hey.
Ahoy there, Skipper. Bobert and Mary are here? Uh-oh.
I brought Mary along, figured we needed a drinking buddy.
Aw man, I was excited to get to know Bobert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink.
Hey.
Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having?
Whiskey. Straight up.
Oh.
A dad after my own heart, huh?
Bobert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas.
What have I gotten myself into? Is this gonna be weird? Is this gonna be weird? Mary, I have a question. Do you have an open marriage? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Bobert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this, of course. Bobert grabs his jacket and throws it on.
Let's get marching.
What?
The night's young, Chief. Come on, we'll bar hopping.
Oh. I didn't know there were other bars around here. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Bobert. Also, why do you keep taking off your jacket and then putting it back on? So where are we headed?
Oh.
Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub.
Good pun in the whiskey to my heart.
Give it a rest.
Is the whiskey.
Ugh.
Puns are the lowest form of humor, V. Try harder. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night?
Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second.
We walk into Irish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall.
Next round, what are you having?
The whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Wait, what is whiskey? Not whiskey. What is Irish stuff? Is there stuff like beer? We're at an Irish pub, so do I do beer this time? Will Bobert hate me if I change it up? The internet said that they're better known for their beers, so like that's what I choose.
Again, I respect your lifestyle decision while I may not necessarily agree with them. Still, though, my question was rhetorical.
Bobert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey. Well, I guess every place we go to is just gonna be whiskey. And we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and settles up next to Bobert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. I'm scared she's gonna bite me. If she bites me, I'm gonna bite her back.
Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Hey.
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You
You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty.
Ah.
Mary grabs my drink and sips on it.
Hmm.
Hey!
Ah.
V, be a dear and get us another round, will ya?
Hey.
I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Bobert having a lively conversation. Bobert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. I pass out from the drinks. I drank them all when I got there. Before I got there. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweat-shirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, and blah blah blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was gonna be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny.
Hmm.
Don't even pretend, bro. I know you're fucking lost. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped.
Come on.
Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What?
Hey.
You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. I'm gonna blaze. With you? No. With anyone else? Yeah, I don't, like, trust you to be, like, my bro in the moment that I freak. I am a law-abiding citizen. You with the feds? I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. You take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want to run it. What? Remember, you come at the king, best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Bobert giggles helplessly. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. You might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine.
Hey.
We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little... Oh, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. It's because I'm getting drunker, and I'm not as scared anymore. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Bobert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. I'm not going to assume that these people are bachelors. If it's an Irish pub, I feel like you're married and fat. You got a beer belly. And you're balding a little bit, maybe. Everybody's name is Jimmy. Could you get the next round? Is Joseph wondering where you... I'm not going to bring that up. That feels like a joy killer right there. You get the next round. I got it last time. You trying to ditch me, pal? No. I don't want to get up. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. V wants alone time with his new best buddy, Bobert. Read you loud and clear, the wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. But with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kinda delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seeing war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, got him to laugh. I mean, we got him to laugh before, too. Keep up! Oh man, I know I got you pegged for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Ask Craig. Still got a little wild in you? You know it. There's so much wild in me. I have a child I need to care for! How dare you! I am greatly offended. Bobert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? I'm gonna black out. If you see me reaching into my jacket, stop me. Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Bobert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool and he probably hates small talk. So I'm gonna start doing I'm gonna hit you. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with the noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person's gonna think of the silence. I don't know, I feel like if it's somebody I don't know, I try to make small talk. It's just like, it feels weird if we're in close vicinity to each other. And it's like, I don't know you. So like, you try to gauge. But when it's like people I do know, it's like, whatever, I'm fine with the silence. But it's also just like, I'm trying to keep you in check. I need to know you're there, don't disappear. I'm scared, I don't know you. I'm not afraid of the silence, I'm just uncomfortable with you. If I let you think too much, then you'll think I'm lame. And they'll be like, ew, why am I even here? Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person's gonna think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just let them be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh, alright.
Hey.
Bobert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell to that young man, the young man pretending to get a phone call from one of his friends. Huh, maybe silence is nice sometimes. So you ever kill a man? What are you, a Fed? Excuse me? You know, watch a life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just the life, you know, it's the hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had gone. I'm not gonna answer that! I don't know who you are.
Oh.
Great, me neither. Bobert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you, relax. I laugh nervously. Where am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and I assume crawled out of the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Golly gee, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Bobber gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey, inside voices. Let's roll. What about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, he's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the streets. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, the sidewalk is just coming right at me. Oh, Bobber doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. It's been a long time, man, since college days. Or two. You'll see. I follow Bobert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store. Wait right here, I'll be right back. I thought the poster was a worm. It's a fucking phone. Also, why is the handle of the computer store so high up? You compare it with the other door handles, that one is so high. What the hell? After a minute, Bobert returns with 2 wine bottles and brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity and refreshing, don't judge me. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Bobert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't... With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I'm sorry. This one's for you, Pappy. I have unresolved resentment toward my father and I'm gonna express it through property damage. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Bobert's footsteps behind me.
After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the crack window that I'm no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly my stomach growls. Aw, man, I'm starving. Let's get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just a place. I follow Bobert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Piece of Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of the stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, V, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Yeah, sure, I'll just pick it off and eat it separately. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. It's practically drooling. My pizza's drooling at the smell of itself. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizza outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. Wrong. It's bacon. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear a noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Bobert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in you? You betcha. I am so tired. I love my daughter and I should go home to make sure that she's alright. Let's go. If she can stay out late at night, I can too. Good on ya. Bobert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud, jeez. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? We'll talk in there in the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Bobert starts making his way to the very back of the theater and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already. There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss a taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Oh! Hey, bad. Keep it down. Oh, damn. That's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey, Ernest! I know you! It's me, your neighbor! Hi! Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Bobert. He kissed anyone yet? Turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo. Love is dead. Shut up! It's beautiful! No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Bobert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're gonna sit here and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that, Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders Catering fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do the jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Bobert individually thanks every member of the crew. You're so weird. Once it's finally over, and they make sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film, we leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes. Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. Ah! My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? I need that. This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tossed another rock up and down his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and like movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I don't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably going to feel super sore in the morning.
Huh.
We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Have you ever seen... ever even seen any Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death, 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man.
I'm never gonna remember how to do Ernest's voice. It's just gonna be like, every iteration of him is just gonna have a different voice.
No, you listen. That popcorn ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake. Oh no, now you've done it.
Ernest rushes Bobert, screaming like a banshee. I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Oh, fuck, my knee! Bobert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Oh, fuck, my fucking knee hurts.
No one hurts my friend.
Oh, the doctor's gonna... he's gonna be so pissed. Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk.
Robert squares up into a boxer stance.
Queensberry rules. 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows.
What?
What?
And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as a main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youth vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I want to get dragged into this. That movie fucking sucked. I was just there for the popcorn. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry.
We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them.
The Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content.
Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid?
Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable.
Hey.
Well, you're better than me. You throw the rules at them, though. They always bolt. Nobody wants Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. For full disclosure, I made half of that up.
Wow.
Oh.
See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here. You got any ice? My knee hurts.
Bobber and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood.
I'm so sorry I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay, I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller?
I haven't.
Oh boy.
Fuller's cash.
Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for the dinner and a movie. Thanks for the adventure.
Adventure's all I got, buddy.
Bobber throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight.
Oh boy.
Let's hang again. Let's hang. Why did he sound like he was gonna throw up? That is a voice line of, I'm about to puke. I'm gonna need you to step away.
Let's hang again soon, yeah?
Yeah. I linger there for a second, swing drunkenly in the night breeze. Bobert claps me on the shoulder.
Oh boy.
My bud.
Bobber heads back inside and I stumble my way back home.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go? Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown and were wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper.
Whoa, why can't I see Damien in Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer. V, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. V, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. It's a good thing I always wear a suit. V. Oh. I turn around. It's Joseph! Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciatist.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Everybody is gonna have, like, the same accent now because it's the 3 people who sound the same. Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here.
Oh.
Thank God. I thought I was gonna be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God.
Oh.
Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister.
Oh.
What are the points for? The points get you into heaven, that's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art? You know I am. Art is dead and nothing's real. I have no idea what I'm in for. Let's go. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames and also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good.
Yeah.
Well put, V.
Oh.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. That's where I'm gonna be the entire time. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. This is... why would you give me a choice? I hate you. Well, I have to talk to my men first. So what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast. I look at the art. It is red art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys?
Oh.
Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. A valid assessment, V. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What'd I miss? Butts.
Oh.
Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls.
Huh?
Oh jeez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. Represents strife. It's a butt. It's always a butt. Reminds me of my childhood. The gestures, the color, they remind me of my childhood, of my parents. Intriguing that you discover something so personal in an image so non-specific, Mr. Astrophel. May I ask you to say a little more? Just kidding, it's a butt! Certainly. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity that is betrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which, in a way, speaks to the essential nature of human experience. The scars left by the passage of time and the turmoil of contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of pre-Oedipal consciousness.
Slow down there, V. Do us a favor and keep it simple. It's a butt. Everyone stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt.
Oh.
While a valid assessment, I can't help feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intentions. Maybe you're underestimating how much the artist likes butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
Why else do you think we have butts? Because God formed it with his bare hands. Comparing this piece of the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents a sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Oh.
Oh.
Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word, realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. I could do that. Excuse me. Hugo, not here. No, come back here. Hugo's gonna fight! Let's go, show him your moves! Patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Art is a truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry. I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actually wine and cheese. We got one last stop at the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art? It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Kirk Douglas.
So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose a very question to you, Miss Astrophel. Fear of existence. The very humanity of being human. But they really... Fear of existence. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're trying to say and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses the medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's a purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart sounds right now, it's art as long as I really mean it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd. I'm starting to like Joseph, but he's married, and if they're not in an open marriage that is consensual, then I don't want him. Wise. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Also, we may clash because he is a minister and we would probably be like the devil. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. I want out of here. This was weird. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. Just me and the boys. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach, and in my jacket, because I took some with me.
I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings. Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmentaler, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. Of course you would. I think I'd paint boats. Seascapes. Maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. Really?
Hey!
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery in artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, V? Food artistry, landscapes, tasteful nudes of the artists. I avoided so much saying butts to every single chance that it told me butts, so I get to say this one. Art is a money-making business. I know what sells. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. Alright, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed.
Hey!
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. I'll do the extra stuff at the end, so we can get to Bobert's stuff. I had a lot of fun with Bobert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this'll produce the same results. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I'm surprised you're so persistent. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work, the house is relatively clean, maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her a pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. Start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Oh. Cherry pie, come on! You could do any other pie. And you chose cherry? Even if you said apple, I would have been like, that's so basic. Come on. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries, salt, almond extract. There should be salt in the dough already. I don't like cherries like that. I don't like it when they're cooked. I like them when they're just cherries. Oh, it's almond extract, Oops, accidentally poured a little too much in, way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. Finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. Amanda's gonna be so excited. The kid loves a good pie. And this one's gonna be shit. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Fine, you caught me. Nothing. I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza?
Yeah.
Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on the rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh? What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently right now trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, it's... Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? How the fuck? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Just eat the pie, Panda? I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. She is the lab rat. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, the pie's pretty incredible as it is. As it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole.
Whoa.
Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one smells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad Book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Bobert. Huh? I hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Hope he didn't drink himself to death. Hey, V. Hey, V. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. What is it? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. Oh god, it's so bright. I walk over to it ready to turn it off when I notice what's happening on screen. This wouldn't have happened to me because I would have turned off my computer. Come outside. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Bobert leaning up against his pickup truck on in my driveway. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey? Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. It's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have anywhere to be in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure, I'm out here anyways. Cool. Planning on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right. 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Bobert back outside. Ready? Ready. Up in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Bobert silently starts the car, and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. Why is everything shaking so much? Jesus Christ! Have you gotten your truck checked? You like Tom Waits? I love Tom Waits. Hoist that rag, baby. Tom who? I'm gonna fake it till I make it. Before I can answer, Bobert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the window. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Bobert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Bobert Bobert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever. I've gotta... At this point, you might as well just fucking fall asleep. If you're not gonna keep a conversation, and I don't need to be awake right now, I'm going to sleep. Wake me up when we get there. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over at Bobert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Are you okay? I like your car. I'm sleeping now. I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and decided to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm maybe a little.
Hey.
If you think you're gonna be able to murder me, you're wrong. You may have 4 knives on you. I have 5,000 guns. Don't ask me where I put them. Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Bobert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Bobert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's also gorgeous. This is where I come to... This is where I come to masturbate. What? I'm kidding, what's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. Squint suspiciously. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Bobert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight and I suddenly realize what it is. It's a gun! Oh shit, it's a knife! Oh. If you even try, buddy. Bobert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Don't stab me with that either. I'm not a vampire. Bobert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh. I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Bobert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. Not gonna happen, because I don't have organs. I'm filled with so much slime. All I do is eat glue and the other things that you need to make slime. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will.
Hey.
2 steps ahead of you at all times, that's how I operate. Huh, nothing gets past you, huh?
Hey.
Bobert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. V, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Bobert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is gonna splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety?
Hey.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're callous and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands.
Oh.
Can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs.
Knife that wood.
What? That was a good it's a sharp stick. Careful, don't poke yourself with that. You made a sharp stick. Tell me about this one. Tongue depressor. I should put that in my first aid kit. Never know when you might need one. What's the story here? Bubble popper. Something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you can take me in... I think you could take me in a fight, probably. Tough guy accessory. Egg. What's this? Something to put on my butt. Chicken nugget. Please don't eat that. Robert, uncomfortable. Ah, this would have been a chicken nugget. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? Self-portrait. Louisiana. It's you. It's you. You're my chicken nugget. You really captured my likeness. I'm impressed. Robert, I guess. Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick, right. Chopstick, left. Chopstick, ambidextrous. It's a stick. Yes. That's what chopsticks are. If you keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. Swan, duck, new friend. It's a swan. Nice work. The meanest bird. Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Big old dog. The spirit of the Mustang. Sir Horsington the Brave. Spirit. Horse of Cameron, or whatever the whole movie name was. How poetic. The spirit of the Mustang. No tail. Bobert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Bobert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Bobbert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. You got a first aid kit? Bobbert still doesn't notice. Bobbert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Bobbert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. That's what the inside pockets are for? You keep, like, a lot of stuff in there. Hello? Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Bobbert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
I don't know.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good. I was just being dramatic. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure you keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy? I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. The wood? Cryptids. Tons of them out there, you know. Like Mothman and stuff. Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever heard of the Dover ghost? I don't think so.
Oh,
Well, let me tell you a story.
hey.
I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants, all good stuff.
Oh,
Second day, I get the idea in my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning.
really?
It gets a little late, we set up camp. But it's different this night, real quiet. Can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing, dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but it's something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it. It just looked wrong. Big, arms too long for his body, black eyes. Just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I look around to check on her, but she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep all night in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right since. It's terrible. Wow, Bobert.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, Bobert, real funny. I turn to look at Bobert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
Whoa, whoa.
I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. So far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. I pull out a rifle. Don't ask me where I got it. Do you see that?
Huh.
We should go.
Whoa, whoa.
Bobber and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back into the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
Huh?
The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckled nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping trash on a wildlife preserve.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. Sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out, that was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch, I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. Doing okay, man? Bobert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Oh.
I'm doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Bobert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Bobert's talking. Bro, that sucks. I'm glad you told me. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. What? I'm glad you told me. It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this.
I don't know.
You're a mysterious guy, Bobert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? Think about it for a second. Yes, because the one who's actually good at this parenting thing is dead now. And now Amanda has me. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom.
I don't know.
Do you hate him? No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex, and he just wasn't there. Who the fuck is Alex? And it hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison.
Really?
What? I turned and smiled at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Bobert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Bobert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him.
Oh.
You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Bobert. Have a safe drive home. Bobert smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Bobert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, You know what? It's fine.
Oh.
I think about the conversation I had with Bobert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda?
Eh?
She stops. I love you.
Hmm.
It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed.
I may be bad, but you made me glad.
I refuse to put pants on.
Hmm?
What did I say about the pants? I'm a rebel, sweetie. Whatever, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to Bobert since that night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then, like more so than the usual amount of somber that Robert is, which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. V. Hey V. Guess who's getting the drink on tonight? I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Bobert. Guess. It's you. Almost me, but mostly you. Right now? I type back to Bobert. I can't right now. Rain check? Not now, later. Seriously? Advance notice? Yeah. 8 p.m. Jim and Kim's? Sure, man. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Bobert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda! Amanda pops her head into the hallway. Music I don't recognize blaring from her room.
Eh?
What's up? I'm hanging out with Bobert later tonight. Okay, cool. Bobert, he was my friend. I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda. Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. I don't give a fuck anymore. What would Grandma think? Well, I don't think she cares for the Smiths that much, but I figure if we started her off on meat is murder, she'd ease her way into it. No, honey. The language. Oh, she'd hate that. Just promise me you'll lighten up a bit for Grandma. Amanda goes back into her room and turns up the volume to her sad shit. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I spot Bobert leaning against the brick wall smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. He looks the same to me. It actually seems like he combed his hair and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Hey. Hey. Take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. We both stand for a second and don't say anything. Bobert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Bobert's already at the bar, ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Bobert slides in and hands me a glass. 2 toast. To us. Here's to us and all the property damage and petty larceny that we may commit tonight. We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his, rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that'll kill some time before we go burn down the old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun. Oh. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Mary pops over the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Bobert in the shoulder. Where was my phone call? Sorry, figured you were busy sinking your teeth in some poor sap. I am, he's right here. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly.
Come on.
You're replacing me with a new kid. Mary, I could never replace you whether I wanted to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Bobert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. Poor thing. She eyes Bobert's clean-pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. What? Do you got a court date coming up? He does. He looks handsome. He'd never convince the journey. He looks handsome. Leave him alone. I think he cleans up nicely. Oh. He fucking hated that. I'm sorry. You look fucking ugly. Is that what you want me to say? Pump the brakes, kid. I blush a little.
Hey.
Seriously, though, what's up with you? Bobert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctor says it's Cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. V, don't be an asshole. You know the one thing Bobert doesn't joke around about is his pappy. I don't even know who the fuck that is. He's never spoken about his pappy to me. Whoops. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Bobert, I'm so sorry. But also, you never told me about him, so I don't fucking... I do not apologize for what I said earlier. I will apologize for this because you are a sad boy right now. Bobert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life, then I look at mine, and I know history's just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night, probably screw like donkeys. Wait, aren't rabbits the ones who screw a lot? Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you were an expert on which animals screw a lot.
Give it a rest, buddy. Ugh.
Please stop saying the word screw. Bobert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He gets up out of the booth. You know what? I hate this up and down. It's very confusing. 1 minute it's chill, the next minute it's sad boy hours, and then the next minute after that it's like, what? Stop fucking with my feelings. Me and V are gonna hit the bricks. You coming with? Mary casts one last glance at the sad sap she's been hunting and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp. This place is dead anyways. We exit the bar and find the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern that he shines up at his face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those. You know all the stories are fake, right? Pretty much all of my stories are fake. This is research. Bobert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. Oh, also, I take back my apology from earlier. Bobert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following. Come on. We can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, V. Just act like you belong. Bobert sidles up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, it's Quinn! Hey! It was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. To date, we do not know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. It was actually 1692. What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry, who are you? Daniel McSturgis, ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. What does it matter? Dr. Loomis, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book. You may not have seen our guest cameo on Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. A couple of people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this.
My feelings hurt.
Are you guys part of the group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile, easier to catch ghosts that way.
Hey.
They've definitely been here. I've been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady, who I do not know.
Ah.
As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the coffee spoon over there. The man who runs it has been plagued by hauntings since he signed the lease. Damn near driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess it's your tour.
Oh.
Man, didn't know that about Matt. Wait, Bobert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Bobert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered.
Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. Mysterious. Let's move on to the next haunted location.
Bobert, Mary, and I followed the group down the street. The tour guide's shirt is cool. Yeah, everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. I turn to Bobert and grab him by the shoulders. I need that t-shirt. Well, guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't arouse too much suspicion and we'll have cool ghost shits in no time.
Oh.
Our group arrives at an old, decrepit, colonial-style house.
A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor.
Alright.
I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work.
Tourmaster Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience.
Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was widely popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of a Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that on some nights you can see a light from the attic, where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues to work on her latest bestseller. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work. But
No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is a popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure she died of consumption.
I'm feeling bad for Quinn. He does not need this. I don't think he has solved his issues with his wife in this timeline. Sure, and we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down censored version they teach you in school, but if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart.
Can we...
I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say, right, everybody?
Hey.
The group murmurs in agreement.
My feelings hurt.
This is a topic we cover extensively in our book. Dr. Loomis, would you care to tell this story?
Hey.
Riff something highbrow. Go with something I know. Rely on amazing improv. No. Because we're dumb. Also dumb. In the 19th century, Dorothy Pembridge was accredited for protecting New York City from potentially world-ending paranormal forces. Despite her success, her ragtag group of ghost hunters were disabled by government officials. However, after learning that the ghost of Vigo, the Carpathian, has taken an interest in her son, her and her ghost-busting friends launched a mission to defeat the ghost and once again save New York City.
Ah.
Hey, isn't that the plot to...
Nope, it's not. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle.
What an interesting story. Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves.
Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons if that's what you're looking for.
Ah.
I heard her say the line, but it was also covered by her making a noise. Don't write checks your dick can't cash, kid. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me in Bobert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street.
Hey.
Take it, sleazy fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both.
Hey.
Our last stop. This burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. There's the wailing ghosts of the Wharfman, the vampire of Maple Bay, and the children of the moonlight.
Oh.
What about the Dova ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us. I'm so sorry, quit. What about it? Oh, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all the way out to this cemetery, the actual origin of one of the New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dova ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons of paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area.
Ah.
I can guarantee there's one you don't know. Bobert looks over at me and smiles.
So.
Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Loomis and I met?
Hey!
No. The entire group shushes the tour guide.
I am.
Okay, fine. Fine, tell the story.
Hmm?
Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator. Way back when, I was just a
Hey!
hitman. Bible salesman, traveling grifter, carnival barker. This gives it away. This is funnier. I just bark at a carnival. That's how I'm gonna take it. Living free and easy with the circus folks. They were always kind to me, took me in when I was young, but I knew I wanted something more. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay quite by accident, but little did I know that this city has a dark side. Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Hey, wait. Yeah? Who was the famous ghost hunter?
Oh.
Well, I don't like the name drop, but Georgia Mathers. Tour group gasped.
Hey!
Georgia Mathers? She's a legend. You know her?
Huh?
Knew her. Amazing woman died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie.
Hey.
Anyway, we were in the Maple Bay investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. Camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight, we endured your so-called wailing watchman. Wailing ghost of the Wharfman. Whatever, your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask, but the Dover ghost, man? Tell him, Loomis.
Hey.
So there I was, just walking down to my hotel after a long day of selling Bibles, working a couple short cons, running the dunk tank. I'd finally worked my way up from ticket taker to dunk tank technician. I sat at this stand for hours on end and nobody could ever hit the target. Trade secret, it was rigged. We didn't use actual water. Anyway, after a long day of yelling myself hoarse, I found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now, I was never a very superstitious man, but something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate.
Huh.
And then God did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word.
Huh?
Run.
Oh.
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant scraping noise, like something big dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening, some kind of demented howl.
Oh.
And then I felt it. Something grabbed my ankle. Bobert has the whole crowd hook, line, and sinker. You could hear a pin drop. I've only cried twice in my life. Once was at the birth of my daughter, the other was when that thing started dragging me. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was gonna die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by... God, to this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. It looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Bobert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like tried to put one together. The arms were too long, his eyes glowed red, it was like a walking shadow. What'd I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot, what was his fake name again? Oh no. Was it David? Or Davis? I'm gonna say David. David. Shit! It was Daniel! Right. I grabbed his hand and entered into a tug of war with the unholiest of forces. I thought it was gonna be torn in half. But I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket, and to this day, I can remember what passage it opened up to. Well, I don't know any of this. Leviticus, Revelations, Austin. I'm gonna say Revelations. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. I have no idea where Bobert pulled that verse from. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed onto the ground, exhausted. We were both covered in blood. The damn creature clawed into my chest, got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Bobert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long, wicked scar across his pecs. And that's how I got this scar. I followed Georgia Mathers to the ends of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, poltergeists that threw our equipment across the room. But I had never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia took my faith, but I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. And we've been brothers ever since. Ignore the fact that I forgot his name. The tour group gives us a round of applause as Daniel, Bobert, and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Bobert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be able to share a story. Be sure to watch out for our book. Paranormal Excursions of the Supernatural Ice Road Ghost Truckers. I saw a demon, the shocking true story of seeing a demon. The bro's guide to the hottest ghosts. Because everybody loves Ice Road Truckers. Bobert has to suppress a laugh at that one. Alright, even I can see the holes in that story. Please leave. Way to go, V. Bobert sulks away from the tour group, and I follow him at a respectable distance. We almost had him. Almost. I think you might have overdone it in some portions of the story. He hates it. It's over. It's all over now. Yeah. We arrive in front of Bobert's house. We'll see you later. It's cause I fucked up his name. The most important part, and I fucked it up. Bobert hastily walks up the steps to his home after giving me a courtesy nod. He disappears into his house without looking back. F.
Maybe if you were hotter.
It started off bad and it just kept being bad. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. Listen, kid, you're gonna need some real life skills out there if we're gonna make it out on the streets. I'm going to college.
Hey.
Same thing. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink. Right. And I know you're not smart enough not to drink until you're of legal age. Uh-huh. But hypothetically, if you were to drink, it'd behoove you to drink a glass of water between rounds. Got it. Hypothetically. And if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice. You're gonna be fine. What's going on here? Girl talk. Mary turns back to Amanda. Now let me tell you about how to deal with a bad roommate. First thing to know, you get straight A's if they die during the semester. Mary!
Come on.
Relax, it's a myth. Supposedly. Against my better judgment, I leave them be. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat next to Bobert. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Hey. Hey. Haven't heard from you in a bit. How have you been? Oh, I'm great. Never better. So did you talk to Val? Talk to who? Bobert sighs and readjusts himself. You know, V, I don't speak to my own dad that often. What did we miss? I had a falling out with him years ago. Don't even remember what it was about. I don't remember anything. All I know is that me and him, we just don't see eye to eye. I mind my business, he minds his. I get a Christmas card from him every other year and I check in with him if a tropical storm ever hits his villa. What I'm trying to say is that I turned out fine. Bobert didn't talk to her. It's like you said, life is full of pain. Places a hand on my thigh. This is all that matters. I'm so confused. I instinctively pull back, a wave of guilt rushes over me. Bobert, no. It's not that simple. I can't believe you didn't even try. You owed her that. How do you think she feels knowing that her own father didn't even think she was worth having a relationship with? What's going on? I didn't even speak to my child before I came to talk to you. You don't know me. Yes, I do. You're a bad person, and you fell for me. So what does that make you? I didn't fall for no one! Don't tell me how I feel. Bobert gets up. You know, it's funny how you were so willing to look past this when it meant you could get laid. I wasn't even trying to do that, so I don't know what you're talking about. I was ready to be murdered at any point. He walks away, leaving me alone on the bench, alone with my thoughts. Amanda and I wave bye to the partygoers as they leave. We sit together and watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon. I'm glad you made some friends. I made 0 friends. The one friend I decided to make left after we talked about something I don't remember ever talking about. I know that's maybe not what you were looking for, but these people care about you. I love you, Dad. We'll always have each other. You're right. It's gonna be hard at first, but this is the next chapter in our story, and I would be nervous about it. But I know that you're gonna be looking out for me the same way I'll always be looking out for you.
We got this.
Team Astrophel? Team Astrophel. You did such a shit job that you got the bad ending with information you do not remember getting. Daniel. I don't know if this one option will change anything, but here we go. And if thy oblation to be a meat offering bacon in a pan, it shall be a fine flour unleavened mingled with oil. No. Do it again. Go back. What is this one? Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. There we go. I knew it. I knew that bread one wasn't gonna work. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed onto the ground exhausted. We were both covered in blood. The damn creature clawed into my chest, got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. The tour guide seems to have... The line isn't colored in and he doesn't have his glasses. The tour guide seems to have bought it. He's even wiping a tear from his eyes. Thank you. It's been an honor to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book.
Hey.
Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. The tour guide hands us the coveted t-shirts. He then slips us both his business card and leans in close.
Hey!
If you guys are ever in need of a professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Hi.
You got it, buddy. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the group and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't believe they bought all of that. I didn't know you had it in ya, V. Excuse me, Dr. Loomis. A bit about the pocket Bible was aces, although giving the Dover ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliche. And the Kubrick conspiracy theory bit wasn't. All a part of the character. Well, we got the shirts out of it. We arrive in front of Bobert's house. Wanna have a drink? Are you trying to poison me? Are you trying to poison me? I know where this goes, Small. I know the steps. 1 second, I'm sipping delicious aged scotch. The next, I'm foaming at the mouth and you've taken over the throne.
Hey.
Long live the king, baby.
Oh.
Whoa! Bobert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Bobert did seem a little bit off, but that completely disappeared when we were joking around with the ghost tour. I don't know. He's hard to read. Well, I'm thinking I hear Claw skidding across the floor. Oh god, it's his pit bull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. I shut my eyes tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey, be nice. I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open my eyes. Wait a damn second. Betsy? That is your dog! Bobert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles and sniffing Bobert's legs. He pats her on the head. Hey, that's not a pit bull. This is the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier I've ever seen, with the biggest goddamn head. Betsy, you're not a pit bull, and you weren't taken by the Dover ghost? Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that, ain't you, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs. I just keep a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies, comedic emergencies. We make our way to Bobert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven, his place is amazing. There are sleek, modern appliances throughout the room with a big flat screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both glasses of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner while Betsy curls up on a pile of cushions. So, how did you really get that scar? And don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. You trained me too well. Bobert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock, flew over the handlebars, and then we went to the hospital, and that's it.
Oh.
Been not a very interesting story. I've never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one.
Oh?
That's her. He points at a picture on the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yep, that's definitely Bobert's daughter. How old is she? 25, 26, not too sure. Does she live around here?
Huh?
No, Val lives back home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing, makes buckets though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it. You like Santana? Yes.
Hi.
Great. Bobert puts on Santana, then takes a seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, are you alright?
Hi.
Bobert leans in and kisses me, the taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. I am now. Can't say anything, at best managing a sigh. Bobert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites slightly, sliding a hand under my shirt. My heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. He kisses a trail down my neck, his teeth grazing my skin. I just wait. I just sit there, awkwardly. It's not that. Bobert bites down and I have to stifle a moan. Stop. Bobert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting? No, I'm more than okay with that. Something's up. Bobert runs a hand through his hair and looks away. I'm fine. I've just been kinda stressed out, tired, not a big deal. I've gotta push! I'm gonna push because the ending that we got last time made zero goddamn sense. Listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. Bobert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, V. I'm not a good person. You don't know me at all, Bobert. I have 5 guns on my person. Where are they? That's for me to know, and for the person who's gonna get shot to find out. I work a mystery job. I own a mystery car. There are a lot of things that I've done that should put me behind bars. That should put me in a maximum security prison. But we don't talk about that. He takes a deep breath.
Hmm.
I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking, and now here I am, an old broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken, alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have feelings.
Oh.
It's... He sighs heavily.
Hmm.
It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. Are you... I'm sorry, but... Is this a bit? No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think. Months?
Hmm.
Years? I sit up straight. Jesus, Bobert. What happened between you two?
Hmm.
I don't want to talk about it. Bobert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other, both of us unsure of what to do next. Fine. Things were already bad between us. I cared about her, I always did. Things just got in the way, and before I knew it, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Madeline and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it could help to get away from all the distractions, all the money, the drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have died hating me. I never became the better man that she wanted me to be, the one she always saw in me. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife I was gonna lose my daughter too. Bobert. I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were gonna make me happy that I ruined my only real chance of happiness. My wife is dead and my daughter hates me. And then I convinced myself that this... He gestures vaguely in my direction. Was gonna make me happy. Do I even try anymore? I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to...
Hmm.
No, you don't. I lost my husband too. It may not be the entire same thing, but I also, in a different timeline, lost my daughter. Because I was a terrible parent. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband and I'm an even worse father. I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just gonna fuck it up like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. Bobert puts his head in his hands. Tell him what he wants to hear. Tell him what he needs to hear. Fucking leave. Nothing is gonna change until you do. Bobert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much to know that I can't, but what I can do, and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, is to wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all of your problems, either. But nothing is going to change if you don't, and you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. And you're right, I don't know you that well. Because everything was a lie. That every time we met, it was just stories and confusion. But you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know you can find it. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Bobert, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. But, I lean over and embrace Bobert, pulling him in as tightly as I can. He buries his head into my shoulder, hugging me back. It's gonna be okay. I place a hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders and sobs, and I realize that he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding each other. We both eventually drift off to sleep. Also, I'm still offended about what he said in the bad end.
I like you a lot.
It's like, he hits you with the, oh, you only want to be here because you wanted to get laid. And it's like, bro, I've never... I didn't sleep with you when we first met. I was confused majority of the time we were hanging out. I'm convinced that, like, you had a thing with Mary. And you may have had a thing with Mary, but I don't remember. And then we're talking about your daughter, who we never even talked about because I went home. Because I fucked up the stupid story. It made 0 sense. Well, who the fuck? Go back. I don't think I recognize that girl by the snack table. I should go say hello. Hi, I don't think we've met. Oh, we've met years ago. And I'm here for my revenge. You're Bobert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. I guess that makes you V, huh? Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad Bobert brought you along. He promised there would be free food, so that's kind of hard to pass up, and... Look, I don't know you, but I can get real with you for a sec. My old man's a real closed book, you know? Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. That kind of bitterness, it poisons you, I think. I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately he's been better, a lot better, and between him shaving for once, and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it. So, thanks. Bobert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I like your necklace. And your hair. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. Oh, this is my daughter, Amanda. Amanda, this is Bobert's daughter, Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer. Aspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. If you're ever looking for internships, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Val walks away. She's so cool. She gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats, you just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy. While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I gotta keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. I take a seat next to Bobert as the last guests make their way out of the party. Oh wait, I fucked up. Hold on. Did she even make a comment? I wasn't paying attention. No, fuck it. I don't think she says anything. Oh my god. I take a seat next to Bobert as the last guests make their way out of the party. Hey. With a capital H. Bobert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had a chance to talk to Val. She physically threatened you? Yeah, that's my girl. She said you've been doing better. Trying to work on the vices. I also showered today. Wait, this entire time we've been hanging out, you've been a stinky boy? What the hell? We sit in silence for a moment. You know, every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. But lately, it's gotten a little easier.
I don't know.
Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said that night was actually helped. I don't know how to read. I'm glad.
Oh?
I like you, V. I like you a lot. I haven't felt this way about somebody in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. He takes my hand in his. You're special to me, but I have some stuff I need to work on, emotionally, before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. I need to be on my own for a bit, figure some things out. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend, and I'm very happy to be that for you. Thank you, that means a lot to me. And if you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me. Let's hunt ghosts sometime. I would love that. I put my head on his shoulder and we watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon together. Who is this man? That's not Popper. That's like an actor. Lay it on smooth. Well, I don't see why not. The sound is smoother in my head. Let's do it. Follow him up to his door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me up against the wall and kisses him, grabbing my hips. Come on. Bobert takes my hand and leads me up the stairs and into what I assume is his bedroom, but it's so dark that I can't see anything but Bobert's intense expression. He kisses me again and I can hear him shucking off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine too. His hands roam down my chest and suddenly he's tugging at my belt. I don't normally do this. Shut up! Shut up! Do you want to stop? No. Good. Bobert continues to unbuckle my belt and guides me to the bed. Let's have some fun. Black screen. Sunlight streams in between the slants of the blinds. My head is pounding. I really overdid it last night. Wait a minute, this isn't my old house. Or my new house. It smells a hell of a lot like cigarettes. Oh, right. I look around for Bobert but find myself alone. Hello? I would have woke up long before him. I would have got the fuck out of there. There's a clatter from the bathroom and the door opens. Bobert is fully dressed and grabs his keys. That was fun. Yeah. Sure.
Oh.
You should go. That's certainly not what I was expecting. Well, talk to you later.
Mm-hmm.
Bobert cracks a smile. Sure. Your clothes are over there.
Hey.
I hastily get dressed and show myself out. The sun is unbearably bright. I need to lie down. I start to make my way back home when I suddenly remember. Amanda! I rush back home and throw the door open. Something smells delicious. Amanda? Amanda runs out of the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed. Oh man, I was kind of hoping you had gotten kidnapped and I was going to have to come rescue you. No, I made a friend at the bar last night and ended up sleeping over at his place. Where are the Emmas? They left a little while ago. Oh, you guys have fun? Yeah, watched some movies, ate snacks, stole a car, you know, usual sleepover stuff. Teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking, what's that all about? Well, there's hash browns and eggs and bacon. Can I... Yes, you can have some breakfast. Bless you, sweet child. My head throbs. I gotta do something about this hangover. Amanda, your loving father might have overdone it last night. Ooh, somebody's hungover. Father of the year. You wouldn't happen to have any aspirin or... Yes. I've got just the thing, hang on. Amanda runs to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles. Amanda, what? Yes. Drink this. The pickle juice? Hey. Yep, it's what I used once. Would assume someone would use. I would also assume that it works pretty well. Although I've never tried it before and won't try it, obviously. Give her a stern yet resigned side-eye. Amanda Ann! Who raised you? You did? Right. Do as I say, not as I do. You got it. This better work. I down a sip of the tart juice. No, more than that. Way more than that. Hey. I mean, I assume. Watch it, you. I drink more pickle juice and help myself to this delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in. After inhaling some hash browns and dunking several pieces of bacon into runny egg yolk, I'm starting to feel a little better. Amanda grabs her backpack and keys. Well, I gotta get to class. Don't forget the meeting with Mr. Vega, okay? He said it was important. Love ya. I'll be there, knock 'em dead, kiddo. Always do. We do our secret handshake and she's off. I get a little work done at home before I glance at my watch and see that it's almost time for the meeting. I hop in the shower, change clothes, and head on my way, still a little hungover. It's a mouthfeel. You know, when you eat stuff and the texture, Listen, I've been watching a lot of Food Channel and honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say. No, I get that. Every time I watch the channel, I just feel in order, hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again. I like the mouthfeel of that sentence. Oh my god. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food. It's also about words that are fun to say. Gregarious. Boisterous. Cattywampus. Discombobulated. All of a sudden the bacon burst into flames. I must have not been paying attention to how that hot pan was. Ah, fire! Oh god! Fire! I run around the kitchen looking for anything to put out the fire. I grab a cup of water and Amanda snatches it out of my hands. Nope. She puts it down and calmly grabs a lid from the pantry. She places it on top of the flames and turns down the heat. I finally calm down. Did I almost just burn down our brand new house because I was too busy saying silly words? Indubitably. Cool. Who wants takeout? Amanda and I order some Chinese food and eat it on the couch of our new living room. She flips on the TV. Oh, cool. Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Caleb and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghosts done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them, they're damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're gonna die. That's because we're gonna die. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Caleb and Flint Dogbone after the disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Bobert was pretty nice, a little odd but nice and regularly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message. I sit there for a couple seconds hoping he'll message me back. It says he read my message. I twiddle my thumbs. Hey, this is kind of enjoyable, looking at those thumbs go. They sure are twiddling. I wonder if Bobert has replied yet. He still has not responded. Twiddle my thumbs some more. Look at those thumbs go. They sure are twiddling. Do it some more. I'm an expert twiddler. Again. Fuck, my thumbs are tired. Again. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go watch cat videos. After all that twiddling, I've basically forgotten about Bobert. I decided to start down a rabbit hole of cat videos. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Bobert pops back in my head. I jump back to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. Game show. Family Fortune's on. Alright, Nicole, your parents are in the lead and it's up to you to win it big. Are you ready? I'm ready. They hook the contestant up to the lie detector in front of her parents. Who's your favorite parent? My mom? Ooh, sorry, incorrect. Next question. If both of your parents were hanging off the edge of a cliff, which would you save? This is terrible. I love it. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch. Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Astrofeld to cook a gourmet delicacy. I'll go to the fridge, and I microwave some eggs. This seems easy enough. I put some eggs in the microwave and set the timer. 3 minutes. That's how long I cook my ramen. No, it's not. I only do 2. These eggs taste like I got them out of a vending machine for $1, rubber bouncy balls. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off of the door. I'm sorry, Amanda. I lasered the ball at her. I lead the league in blocks, set the record for rebounds in my rookie year. Think you can handle this? What's a rebound? Oh, when someone misses a shot.
Alright.
That didn't do anything. Moving on.
Oh.
We never hung out with him. Yeah!
I've had better.
Nothing happened! Ignores. We already did that. Moving on. Attempt 2. I really enjoyed the night I spent with Bobert, but he's been dodging me ever since. I really want to see him again. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her favorite pie. More cherries. Oh, it's more cherries, duh. Being the most important part of a cherry pie, I truly believe that you can never have enough cherries. Let's turn the cherry dial to 11. Oops, accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. I cut a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. What's wrong? Is it not good?
Oh.
Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, the pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be.
Hey.
Your sleep is on fire. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decided to check Dad Book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Bobert. Huh, hope he's okay. Turn out the lights and lie down. Hey, V. Hey, come hang out with me. What is it? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I walk over, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Well, that's not exactly subtle. But, I mean, I did have fun with him the other night. Good fucking night. I'll be right over. You gonna kick me out this time? Maybe. Hurry up. I reluctantly throw on a jacket and head outside. When I get to Bobert's place, the door is already unlocked. As much as I feel like cooking up with Bobert again is maybe not the best idea, that's a problem for tomorrow. Hey. Hey. So, how are things? Bobert stares at me. I know you're not here for small talk. I shrug. Yeah, you got me. Bobert closes a gap between us and whispers a series of increasingly filthy things in my ear as he backs me into his room. I'm starting to think maybe this was a good idea after all. No! No you don't! 'Cause you're dumb! Hey. Bobert nudges me awake. Oh, hey. Are you kicking me out?
Hey.
Kicking is a strong word. It's more like a gentle, friendly push. Gentle and friendly are not words I would ever use to describe Bobert. I don't know why you think you wouldn't be kicked out, considering. I sit up and stretch. Oh God, I'm so sore, and I haven't had hickeys like this since college, jeez. I'm not doing this again if you're not gonna force me. If you're just gonna force me to leave. Yeah. You'll say that next time, too. Throw my clothes back on while Bobert smokes a cigarette on his balcony. See you around, I guess. Yep. I walk back home, my bones creaking. You're so old. Walk of shame. Creaking down the sidewalk. Ugh, what's his problem? Let's go fucking this up.
Not bad.
This shouldn't be rank C. It should be rank F. I have no idea what I'm in for. Same.
Ah,
All you have to know is that you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table with wine and cheese.
Oh.
Get cheese. I think I need to cheese up before I delve into art appreciation. Good idea. Appreciating art does burn a lot of calories. Gotta carb up on these crackers. Joseph and I settle up to the snack table. There's a pretty nice spread of little plastic cups of white wine, some crackers, grapes, and cheese. This is more my speed. We eat a couple of cheese cubes in silence. These are really good. Yeah, I didn't eat dinner. I think I could probably just fill up on snacks if I'm sneaky about it. I already ate dinner, but I will always have room for cheese. I'm going in for more crackers, cover me. I shield Joseph from the small crowd of mild-mannered art people milling around the room. I don't think anyone's paying attention. We should probably get back to Damien and Hugo.
Oh.
Right. Let me just fill this cup with cheese first, for the road. Road cheese?
Oh.
The best kind. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery's a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. Oh jeez. What am I looking at here?
hey.
Is the butt.
Everyone
Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. Probably trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he likes butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents a sense of isolation he feels. How do you figure that?
Oh.
That's what it says on the placard.
Oh.
More butts. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about the performance. Ow, my neck. I said nudes last time, right?
Ah,
I should have. I think I could imagine a lot of beautiful imagery and recapture it on canvas, and I'm just kidding. It's gonna be butts. Joseph gives me a half five. We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Alright, boys, good art. Good art. Agreed.
hey,
See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I don't know if Joseph and Mary are in an open relationship, or if they're just cheating on each other constantly. I'm pretty sure... I think the third ending is literally just like a variation. Like, it's not really an ending. I don't know what they mean by variations. I wondered, like, how detailed some of these things are, like, if it actually matters or not. Maybe it matters more if we interacted with other dads and then we choose one of them. But that's a thing for later me to do. I haven't heard from Bobert in a while. I guess it's a good thing, but I can't help but kind of miss him. I'm about to go to sleep one night when I hear a knock on the door. Yellow.
Oh.
Hey. I look behind me to make sure Amanda's not around. What do you want?
Hi.
I think you know. Yeah, okay. Give me 5. Bobert winks at me. I swish some mouthwash, throw on a generous amount of deodorant, and put on some chapstick. I know he's just gonna treat me like garbage, but you know what? I ain't got anything better to do. The sex is really, really good, so I think I'm okay with that. Bobert and I go back to his place. This is what you call a booty call, right? I wouldn't even call this friends with benefits, because we're not even friends. I feel like it should be a booty call. Screaming children outside. And he kicks me out the first thing in the morning. Not sure why I expected anything different. It's because you're dumb. I walk home with a heavy heart. I climb back into my own bed, feeling more lonely than I have in a long time. I miss my husband. I do this to fill the void in my heart.
I'll kill you.
Whoa! We actually got a D? That's crazy. Also, that line where he threatens, I'll kill you. Not if I kill myself first. I can't wait to see how fucked this is. Hey, Bobert, glad you could make it. Yup. Bobert takes a sip of his drink. Why is he being so cold to me? Everything okay?
Oh?
Sure. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something. No, you didn't! Shut up!
Huh?
Come on, V, you know what this was. You an object to me the same way I thought I was an object to you. I figured we were on the same page here, at least from how you were acting.
Huh.
But I don't want to be in this if there are feelings involved. I got too much to deal with as it is. Catch you around.
Oh.
Awkward. No, I'm good. Bobert, no. I don't have time to deal with whatever this is, alright? You clearly have zero respect for me or yourself. Go home. Fine. There are plenty of the dads in this neighborhood.
Hey.
See ya. Bobert wanders off. Well, I guess that's that. Damn it! I wanted an F!
Don't call me.
Don't call me. Don't call you for the rejection, but I continue the the shitty relationship and you're gonna kill me? Damn. Everything okay? Sure.
Whoa.
What? She's just gonna say the same thing. It's like we never spoke earlier. I thought there was gonna be something a little more interesting considering the way they made it out to be, but it was literally just whatever. Some people are saying he has 4, but oh, maybe it's that there's one thing dealing with another dad that I have to see, which would consist of me going through like the good ending stuff, but instead of going on the 3rd date, I choose one of a specific dad I have to choose. But like I feel like there's no good actual walkthrough for this game. Oh god, what am I supposed to... Okay. I'm not gonna do it now because I do have to go through the route before I can actually get the third, fourth, whatever ending for Bobert. And then I think once that is complete, like I have to specifically have him and then go to the next one. And then after I finish, like I wrap that up, I can do all of the second dates for every single dad and then choose one. I just don't know if it matters which one. Like if they'll say anything. I have to figure that out. But trying to find anything about this game is so mixed, and there isn't like, I'm surprised after all this time there isn't like a nice, concise ending, like a walkthrough. Because like everything I look at, they just kind of tell you Wix is the good options, and then that's it. It doesn't really like specify anything else. So it's like feels like a bare bones walkthrough. What else do I have to do? I think that's pretty much it. Like anything special that I have to do after. As fun as Bobert's route is, I didn't really like it. Like, it's not so much the fact that I didn't like the ending. The ending's fine. That's just, like, a sort of realistic thing to do. Sure, it kind of sucks that it's open-ended, but, like, it's whatever, considering who he is as a person. So, it makes sense for him to be like that. The thing that sucks is there's definitely, like, fuck-ups in the game. And, getting that bad end with Bobert really kind of put it at the forefront. Aside for that, I'm just like, how old was Bobert when he had his kid if she's like almost 30? Because everybody is like pretty young. And then his daughter looked so grown. He must have had the kid like super young. Also, speaking, like dealing with the whole route for Bobert, it feels like we really didn't get to know him. Because it was always just like goofs that he'd talk about with some like intersplicings of truth, but then it's such a minuscule little thing of truth that it's just like, well, I still don't know who you are. Like, we're just kind of hanging out with you because, like, we're having fun on an adventure. When he mentions the whole thing about only being around to get laid, it was like, every time we hung out with you, that was never really the vibe. Hanging out with him was probably like the most nothing in terms of romance. Like, you could say the woodcutting one was kind of romantic, but like if you compare it to everybody else's, like everybody else felt like an actual date. And like getting to relate better. Even with Craig, and he had River with him every single time we met up. Or like almost every single time. So yeah, Bobert is on the bottom of the list. I'm still kind of like torn between Hugo and Damien. I really can't decide. I feel like they should honestly just be at the same ranking instead of putting one over the other. But Bobert is now on the bottom. I thought it would be like a little, like he'd actually go up in the rankings, but nope. I feel like after our initial 3, I don't think anyone is gonna get above them. The only other one who is like kind of interesting is Brian, because of the whole like rivals thing, and he does kind of have more of an, he gives like more of an impression. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I hope to see you in the next one or anything else. Bye.